This section is about the state. The state. One of the things that makes exploitation possible, and one of the major tools in keeping the working class divided, is the state. The state is made up of all the institutions of the government, parliament, and civil service. The courts, tax collectors, and so on are all parts of the state. These are institutions that regulate and control the lives of the citizens, that is, you and me, for the benefit of capitalism. The state is the organized face of capitalism. It is the political representation of the economic power of the capitalist right-ruling class. When the so-called free market can't catch and achieve something that capital needs to grow, the state steps in and makes it happen. Hello. Hey. Okay. Alright. Yep. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. There are many ways I can do this. Parliament passes laws and protects the property of the rich whilst restricting the ability of the poor to fight back. It acts as an umpire in disputes between different capitalist firms, setting rules for trade so that the different companies can trust each other. Tax money is used to create the services that business relies upon, but can't build for itself. Road and transport systems, schools to train workers, electricity grids, and sewage systems, which can be sold off later for private profit. All these things that make the business possible. It can destroy the economies of developing countries using the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, and the World Bank, so that firms have a ready pool of new resources and workers to exploit. From building the legal and physical infrastructures that capitalism needs to directly attacking workers and seeking to improve their position, the state is an essential tool of the capitalist class. Importantly, the state controls organizations that directly control the course of class people. The army and the police most obviously use direct force to keep people in line, with the police breaking strikes and heads at home, and the army enforcing capitalism abroad. Schools will provide an important service, also indoctrinate children and prepare them for life as workers rather than as human beings. Prisons, immigration authorities, dole offices, and on and on and on and on. All intrude into our lives and control our actions. Some of these things, like schools, hospitals, and welfare benefits, we sometimes depend on for our lives. It is often that very dependence that these organizations use to control us. Benefits come with the conditions that dictate you can and you can't do. Schools give us the knowledge we need to understand the world, but also train us to accept discipline and being bored all day because some authority figure tells us we have to be. Some people argue that the state behaves in the same way because it is under the control of the capitalists. They argue if the state were under the control of a group that represents the working class, usually a revolutionary party of some kind, that it would behave differently. This ignores the important aspect of the state that can be seen in all of its organizations and that controls. The state is designed to govern from above. It is by its very nature hierarchical, and that means that it is always concentrates power in the hand of a minority. A small number of people give orders and a large number of people obey. We can see this in the army and the police with the huge differences in power between ranks and orders, and they must be obeyed absolutely without question. But this is also true to the other arms of the state. For this reason, any group taking over the state will automatically find itself ruling instead of the freeing of the people. They claim to represent that this is that excuse me. That is what states do. A state is a machine for the controlling of people and can never be anything else. This is not just because of the repressive and manipulative organizations it controls. All of these are far more important to the state than the world will have us believe. They would have us believe. It is because the state is always hierarchical, and as a result will end up furthering rather than destroying all the other hierarchies in society. Next, I'll be talking about the hierarchy. Thanks for your time, you guys.